It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go!
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Okay. We are now joined in the media center by today's winner of the O'Reilly Challenge, Kyle Busch. Kyle tied Sam Ard for most Nationwide Series wins in a season with 10 and becomes the first Nationwide Series driver to sweep both Nationwide races at Texas Motor Speedway. Kyle, you had strong car all day. Talk about your run.
It was a strong car all day, and that just sort of set the tone. You know, we had a good race car yesterday and or Friday when we were practicing, whenever it was, I don't know. And it felt good. It had speed, but the balance wasn't quite there, so we were working on it. Joel did some good calls in practice trying to get it right, and we made it to where it was really good today off the bat, and sort of got loose a little bit through the race, and we tightened it up some with some adjustments there. And fortunately for us, we were up front all day, didn't have to mire through much traffic, but I still felt like our car was good enough to do so. And Dickerson made a good call on that slow car that brought out that caution that got caught Harvick in the pits, so he saved us there, and luckily we had enough gas to make it back to pit road. So that was a saving grace, and pretty much just smooth sailing from there. And the two tires on the last stop was my call there. Joel wanted 4, and being a rookie crew chief, I had to overstep him one time here. So go me. That was about the first time I've won myself one, so I'm proud of myself for that. But still, Joel did a great job believing in me with that and bumping up the air pressures to go at it there at the end of the race. And luckily we hung on just for enough there and beat out Carl.
We're also joined by winning crew chief Joel Weidman. Joel, you guys had a strong car all day. Talk about the setup in today's run.
Well, we brought a car that's won the past 2 races for us, and we know it's a good car. We know Kyle can win here. We put the setup in from the spring. Struggled a little bit in practice, but found like we found some stuff there, and just unload it real fast, and we're good through the race. And like Kyle said, once we got the track position, it was our race to lose, and I just tried not to screw it up. And thankfully, I have Kyle Busch as a driver to tell me what to do, so helped out a lot.
We're also joined by winning car owners J.D. Gibbs and Joe Gibbs. This is the 19th Nationwide Series win for Joe Gibbs Racing. If you would, too, talk about the success that you guys had this year and sweeping both races at Texas Motor Speedway.
Just really on our behalf, just a blessing. We appreciate the Nationwide Series so much. We've been in it for a long time now and worked and never really seen the fruit of it until really this year. And so I think it's been encouraging for all our guys. They work so hard behind the scenes. I think it's great to have, obviously, Kyle on board, what he's done this year, and then Tony, Denny, and Joey matching all those guys up. So all the way around, it's just been a great year for us, and we appreciate, obviously, the support of Nationwide. And for us, it's a great learning ground for all of our young guys that come out of there.
I think the other thing for us is our sponsors. Farm Bureau had a huge hospitality here. They're fairly new with us. That was extremely exciting, getting them in winner's circle. GameStop is from right here. Those guys were, we run top 5 with them, and that's really important for us because, as we all know, the sponsorship's kind of what makes us tick. Norm was here with Interstate. He was just along for the ride. He didn't get anything, but he was here anyway. He's going to take whatever he can get. But in any case, that was a big thrill for us, and I echo what J.D. said. We worked so hard on Nationwide. We've been in this thing forever, and it was almost like we couldn't win a race, and now everything's kind of gone right for us. And to be quite truthful, I was second-guessing you too, Kyle. I did not want to stop at all.
We'll go ahead and open up for questions. If you could, please state your name and affiliation.
Mark Carroll, Performance Racing Network. Kyle, 300 out of 400 laps this year at Texas you've led. I mean, that you look at those stats. Does any of this impress even you? I mean, 10 wins this year, 21 total between the 3 series. 300 out of 400 laps at Texas. Any of this impress you?
Well, the year's not over yet, so once the checker flag falls in the Cup race at Homestead, then then it'll be time to reflect and look back on it all and just be like, wow, that's pretty cool. I don't even know all the numbers, to tell you the truth. All I know is the wins, the 10 here in the Nationwide Series and the 21 overall. So, I mean, it's just phenomenal the way this year's gone. And, a lot of that success, of course, is right down to Joe Gibbs Racing and these guys putting their hearts and everything into their organization with the Nationwide stuff, the Cup stuff. Hopefully we're starting to turn that stuff around too and get back heading in the right direction. But, with the 300 to 400 laps, I didn't know that. I mean, that's something that's pretty cool. And this has been one of my worst tracks until recent years. So, now it's almost probably one of my best tracks along with Charlotte. So, it's been a lot of fun this year. And this is my second sweep of the year at a racetrack. My first one coming at Lowe's Motor Speedway and second ever. It's my first year of being able to do that. So pretty special times for us, and we'll have to cherish it while we're having it, and hopefully it'll continue somewhat next year too.
Awesome.
Austin Kilgore, Dallas Blog. Kyle, when you're out front as long as you were today, does it ever get to a point where you start to worry if something's going to happen, or start second guessing future adjustments going down into the race, and what do you do if you get into that situation in your head? I mean, how do you what sort of internal conversation is going on when you're in the car?
Well, sometimes it's good to have a crew chief overstep you and tell you what adjustments we're going to make, and Joel, he did that today, which was good. I wasn't sure what I wanted for adjustments in the beginning. I was a little bit tight to start, so we freed it up, and then I was a little bit loose, and he made a couple calls to tighten it back up, which were good, and it really helped out. So you're concentrate on driving the car and picking your lines and just telling them what it's doing. And then when, even though we were leading, there was still handling characteristics that we needed to work on. So it's good to have that. You can never just sit back and think that you've got the race won, because it can always come back and bite you. And so I knew Carl was going to get his stuff going better, and it looked like Harvick did get his stuff going better. He just got caught there on pit road with the caution and stuff and couldn't get back up through the field or whatever. It was too late in the race. It happened too late. So there was some good cars out there today. Just fortunately, we had everything go our way, and we made it look easy.
Rick, and then Bob.
Rick Herron with the Fort Worth Star Telegram. You talked about this being one of your worst tracks, gone to one of your best. What do you think's changed in that aspect of it?
I'm not sure exactly. Just running with the Hendrick stuff. My first time here in the Nationwide car, then the Busch Series, I think I qualified on the pole and finished second to Matt Kenseth, and thought it was going to be a good racetrack for me. But before that, I had already demolished 2 Cup cars, and I wasn't done yet. I think I did another 2 of those, and it's been a tough time for me in the Cup Series here. But fortunately, it's turned around now. We run, I think, 3rd or 4th here last fall, and then 3rd or 4th here this spring in the Cup Series, and hopefully tomorrow we'll have another strong day. So it's turned around. I think just getting more accustomed to the racetracks, the more times you go back, learning the different things that you learn at all the racetracks, so you can apply them to 2 different racetracks. Some things that work at Chicago, they work here. Some things that work at Charlotte, they work here. Some things at Atlanta. So all those different places and all the different vehicles you drive, there's so many different things you learn, and to be able to apply those is how you become better.